Hello, hello again, and welcome everybody. I have decided another Outer World stream because like I'm liking the game and I want to keep playing it. So there you go. So I have streamed 3 times this week, and all 3 times have been the Outer Worlds. What I want to play. It's a lot of fun with it. We were left at the end of our stream with a difficult choice yesterday. We basically have to cut off one group or another on this planet that we crashed on, force them to all live together. I think we made the choice that was for the greater good, as it were. We elected to side with the main center of the populace rather than the fringe group, even though the fringe group would kind of help, bring back some of the vegetation and stuff like that. Um, it's kind of clear that the most damage would be done if we, excuse me, like cut off all the people who live and work in the cannery all at once. The bio camp or whatever, the bio lab, they seem to be able to, save a person or two at a time, but they don't really seem prepared to take on all those people at once. So that is kind of the way I went with it. There's some question as to who actually caused the power plant to fail. It seems like the corporation in the end just took out a big insurance policy on it and destroyed it themselves. Um, Still a little suspicious of that, but and who might have been involved or who might not have been. This is my character in her silver, blue, and pink stealth suit. Um, Very stealthy, as you can see. That's a good camera trick.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I'm gonna play with that. I don't know if there's an actual button cuts other. But I am gonna let this cycle through because, yeah. Might have to adjust the positioning a little bit here. Okay. Took a couple pictures. Why not? It'll be a better picture, I think, than the that I had or the that I've been using. Here. Right now, we're going with got ourselves a good sometimes when it gets a new game, it um. No. Want to see if how well the dashboard here itself works. Mess with some of this. There we go. Okay, we'll see how that works. It does give me some better view of certain things over here on my other monitors. Onto it like this. Obviously, I'm talking about myself because you can't see anything I'm looking. Yeah, so we got, ourselves a good revolver that has 9 bullets somehow. Don't know how. Still visually only has 6. This is the way. And a sniper rifle, of course. I was going to go for some manner. Modify. Because the because it's rifle. You have a grenade launcher now. Which apparently uses the same ammo as. This seems like really bad design. The rifles, the snipers, and the grenade launcher all use the same ammo. The LMG uses light ammo, so maybe I should switch the out for it. You do have a lot of light ammo. Or maybe I'll just give up on using assault rifle itself. That would be more my typical shooter loadout. Pistol, LMG, sniper rifle. Maybe I'll go that route. I don't want to chew up all my my ammo right away. So now we have to go break the news. Ender? Sure, let's go ahead and just fast travel there. You have all the power's out. The place looks pretty bad now. And everybody is there getting ready to kill us. We're yeah. We didn't turn in our side mission. I don't know if he's gonna be around still so we can get in or not.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
Hope Adelaide's okay. Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
One of those data pads?
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I
Yeah,
appreciate you going through all that trouble.
not anymore.
In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your
I
mind?
got two.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they ain't care much for me.
A random
I
dessert.
don't know how much longer we'll last without power.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. I'll tell you what I can.
Oh yeah, we still haven't seen.
What is it? I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
Guess we can still not well. Don't know that. She kind of already said the Marauders had probably taken her, and I don't really want to press that issue.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with? Nothing. With the power gone, we've got to conserve our supplies.
Okay.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I don't know how much longer we'll last without power.
All right. So we nobody seems to know where Adelaide is, even though we have a nice little marker here for her. So you know. That's Oh, she's waiting for us to come take the power converter because she knows exactly what we did. Okay. Gotcha.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Going to deal with Reed for you.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery.
3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
Yep.
Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
I knew it.
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, huh? What?
Any luck finding one of those manuals? I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
Henry, you want talking?
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
Stay put. I'm gonna try to talk Reed stepping down. Why? At a late time then. Edgewater needs. I don't know. Should we go this route or just go this route and maybe make that happen?
You know where to find me.
So we'll try to get Reed to.
I'm not in the lightest of
Kinda
humors
scum.
right now. The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery.
We gotta solve that one. So we're still not done here by any stretch of the imagination. Powers. Consider to turn or remove. So okay. So here's the deal. I can go and remove first, then I can maybe convince the others to I think you can probably complete this by we'll Zoe. Where is Zoe? She's so talk this. Go talk to Reed. There. Few more armed guards than there were last time we were here. I mean that doom 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 doom, that might as well be from Firefly, right? It's almost.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
It doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course they're gonna get sick. Do people ever eat an actual vegetable?
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna. Processed, liquefied, retextured salt tuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly salt tuna. We've been experiencing a salt tuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like salt tuna in the end.
Lovely.
Health is a state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
All I know is it involves some really complicated math and works. Been using human corpses. Are we telling the truth? Or just, you know, the half-truth?
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's, come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in
Knew
Silas's
that was-
cemetery. So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom.
Yep.
You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Damn. The crazy corporate space guy, you know, being selfless and all.
You're safer inside the walls.
Requires read to unlock. Imagine you only get Reed's key if you kill him. But maybe we'll get it another way.
Where are we headed?
Alright, now we'll just fast travel. Hopefully it doesn't end my side quest, but if it does, it does.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
It basically, I mean, you basically get one life for everybody else. How this comes out to. Probably the best outcome.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Got some skill points for ourselves to spend. I know at some point I'm gonna regret not having points in melee, but melee system is pretty clunky, so maybe. Now I noticed the base skill, the unlocks, they only count they only count your actual skill rating, not the adjusted, which is good. Bit more defense. Dodge forward. Block. So we'll apply that. Perks, not, but hard to. He's weak to be a tank right now. Okay, you can either up her threat or down her. Well, since she's an engineer, primarily going to focus on. The other option would have been to for more HP, which maybe that's the better way because she tends to die a lot. Maybe we only get one per tier. Can give her more HP. Double click, jump when moving forward. Time your block just attacks. Staggers the enemy. So that's for.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Daylight.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
Ow. Thought I walked around that.
Never liked Reed much. Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Alright, what else we got? No. You got a bench over here. If the bench still works. like stealing everything in here isn't so bad. Apple. Brown. That works. The workbench in the power plant, I think. Can't quite recall where the workbench was. The house up here. No way in. All the doors are up. Let's see. So we still got side quests. Our main quest is return to the ship. Sounds like the one that's kind of want to clean up some tasks. Sounds like there should have been one in Pavarti's house, but
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. The walls talk, is all. We all got sights on each other. Any of us breaks company protocol, boss is gonna hear about it from 6 different mouths. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell. You've got Adrena time? How? No, I don't want to know. Could be you stole it. Could be you're trying to test me. See if I'm gonna violate company policy. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Boss won't let us have any Adrena time.
I just have this feeling like the game is just going at you going, come on. Steal something. Steal something. Come on. It's okay. Steal it. You won't get in trouble. And then they're gonna get you in trouble.
Move along.
What was that? I need cover!
Definitely don't want to sleep. And this guy's dead, so we can take all his stuff. New outfit, Model H. Melee skill. Bad armor, really bad armor, but does look pretty cool. Wanted something.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Stealing from these corpses, not okay. So, for my graves, I got Conrad, Phyllis, landing pad, Henry. Find this. Not that expensive. And we're just gonna get into a place with a whole bunch of stuff. Deal. Of course. That's some really good stuff too. There we go. Gonna steal a couple things. Stuff we really need. For here. Plasma cutter. Wow, that is a sword and a half. So the seems a little. It's obvious. Yeah, we'll leave that. Yeah, it's not worth it. One more.
Something you need?
Nope, nope, nothing at all. Nothing to see here.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Coming right up.
All right, so all the junk. Bears. Repairs seem quite a bit cheaper with money than they parts. Nothing dire need of repair though. Wait. That's a nice set of armor right there. Probably be good for Barton. I'm not giving her a grenade launcher, giving NPC. Stun baton. Doesn't look great. Harmful status effect. Weaponry. Probably toss the pistol. This might be a better hammer than what we got, but I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna outfit wise, cobbled. I don't really want to get rid of any clothes. Yeah, any of these things I'm going to use for like a couple seconds. I can tell like the very end of the at some point, it's going to have this impossible to defeat enemy. You know. Don't know how I'm doing as far as weight. I'm about a little less than. Two sliced bread. parts.
Town's been humming with power. Somebody must have been down in the old plant. Go ahead. Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it? That right? Prove it.
If I ever a colony ship, spirit of pure ether inhabiting a body, learn about your kind. Crazy scientists stranded me on this planet. No other way to get out other than from.
Ah, I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Oh. Second number. Obvious. Anything skill? Oh, I think I went up here. But this thing out here, that's not stealing. Because it's on the roof, you see. Somebody clearly lost it on the roof. They didn't put it there to keep it from getting stolen or nothing. Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for spacers on a budget. Music to my ears.
Let's see, are there any actual good weapons? There's ammo. I feel like I'm always looking. Bye. Now, his ammo's not very expensive. I'll buy all the. Might as well buy his. Oh. Haven't needed any energy cells yet, so I think. With all this light ammo, I can probably switch either my revolver or my rifle. I feel like my rifle is taking away from my sniper, so I need a better sniper. But it hits hard. So it's not awfully.
I hate you, vending machine.
Hate you, vending machine. Imagine he might be upset if I tried to break in there. Alright, so we gotta find these other people. Although I might just give up on it. Not sure I really care for going and forcing everybody to pay for their graves. Go over here.
Not a peep from me.
Rock cannon. Do have a energy weapon here. Heavy weapon, energy. That might be good enough to hold on to for a bit. Stay over there. Lots of hidey holes. They say it's not stealing if it's out in the wild, apparently. But go into someone's house and definitely steal it. Guess makes sense. Away, sort of way. I knew, yeah, I know. You can build them, but I don't think there's a way in. Well, where was her house? Is it in the workshop? That would make sense, right?
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Don't let the boss catch you saying that.
Here, no. Workbench. Seems like we really have to spend a lot for a little bit of repair. Maybe it'll percentage, and so when you're just barely damaged. Hold on to the assault rifle. Got an impact hammer, 120. Got a rock dam. Modify. I should give her that. Did pretty well with this. Suppose giving her a better magazine was... Oh, it's a zap mag. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, give her... That was the wrong one, but I'll give it to her. Here. That is confusing. This one. Put by me. Wondering. Down that one. I don't think we're gonna need the assault rifle. So I'll hold on to. I don't think the manual would fit in a lockbox. I think because I wasn't looking for it. It could be. Last night reading Gunspace almost started reading out loud from 10 years, but still have parts of it memorized. Reckon I'll take the next volume and work. Oh yeah, that's right. That's where that is. Ah, okay. Got everything else in here. You don't really need all of those. Just a completion. But I may be a little tired of completion. But I do want to go see what happened to Zoe. So let's go ahead and do that. Pretty late. Long amount of time wandering around. So we're gonna walk our way up. Save the game. Like there. Back here. That wasn't. Wasn't quite the crossroads that I thought it was. Couple of them. Actually.
Here we go! There they go! Wow! Great work!
The plasma damage on the assault rifle is pretty nice. Or on the sniper rifle. One might even consider that a little unfair, but I am not going to complain. Look, it sounds like Zoe has this idea that she's going to lead the Marauders on some wild, fun times. Got ourselves a freelancer wreckage here that we need to go through. Can't seem to get into it very well. Looks like the entrance is up there, but I'm not quite sure how to get. Oh, jump. Our town here. Probably not empty. That's what I was afraid of. That is definitely more my style. I have a feeling the revolver isn't going to be very useful, but I do like to keep something around for little punch. Stealing from Marauders, that's okay, you see. They're Marauders. It's in the name. You don't want to be stolen from, you shouldn't be marauding. Maraudering. This is listed as the cannery. Fine, I must disagree with your theories about the Earth Director's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they opened up for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces of war amongst themselves, and the Earth Director wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. I think corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of the Earth Minister if they had a choice. Of course, I'd never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrive is found out here among the furthest colonies. You still think you're wrong about history, though. Discovery of the skip drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporation. The high cost of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the skip drive was simply the extra leverage the Directorate needed to return to power. Never actually slept at all. Don't know if there's any benefits to sleep. Collector's letter. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to Edgewater Cannery, effective making a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center. Selling real memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books smoldering some contraband launcher. So I stashed them all away in a cave by the river. Sure. Alright, so we searched that building. Jumping. Oh. Moving on. A little too quiet. I should have reloaded first. was like, wait a second. Why is he falling over dead if I'm dead? Oh, okay.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
I got his finger. That helps. His body armor. That is some tough body armor right there. Well, it's not the best looking armor. But it will help with my sniper. What you got? 7, 7, 9. Okay, so I got one of them. Finish healing up. I know it already saved, auto-saved, or whatever, but you know. That. Shoot. Mines, apparently. I do not regen nearly as much. I suppose they have the out of combat regen. Probably what. Kind of wasted. Oh, she's walking around. I was like, why did she move? Haven's expecting to find one of these people's already dead. That would be. One of the people were supposed to get their that is a big box. But I don't know that I want to waste my lockpicks on it.
crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Sound confused or possibly unscrewed.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
And modesty.
I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Alright, time to raid this camp now. For all it's worth. Let's see here. Okay. So far, not bad. Worthy raid. one of our tasks. And there's bombs. Just landed in the middle of a bunch of bombs. Those apparently have some considerable range.
I'm going.
May have not been our best plan.
I'm on my way.
Imagine these are just, I think I see a lot of mine just as like perimeter defense, which makes sense. We're not exactly in the safest of places over here. They're not really guarding anything. It's not like a game mechanic. I guess I only looted the one guy. Missed a few while I was, you know, fighting for my life, I guess. Okay. So we got all those done. I don't see any additional thingies. Saving her was actually relative. Whoa, no, no, no. No! How did that make me encumbered? Maybe you get encumbered if you get hurt. That here? I don't understand. I walked through this door once already. So I don't know how that suddenly hurt me. So look into this guy here. There's probably more thugs right here, which is where I was at that one time. There's the site. There's supposed to be a cave down by the river. Which river, I don't know. This must be where the cannery is. I haven't been back here or over here. Let's go talk to Grace and get her to go. Oh, there's Zoe now.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Right. Sure she did.
Nothing. With the power gone, we've got to conserve our supplies.
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us. With Reed gone, we're gonna need her leadership.
All right. So we got that all taken care of. Go somewhere where I can sell all this stuff. Talk to the graveyard guy about at least one of the people. Way out. Guard. Barbershop.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me. Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
All the junk. Yeah, when you're hurt, it's like your encumbrance amount goes. That's interesting. Bolter pistol. Pretty nice pistol. Heavily damaged. Sell that. So I should probably save them for parts. And here's the problem. I'm carrying all these clothes and they're probably weighing me down. Yeah, all these clothes weigh me down. That's a problem. I have a problem with that. Clothing should not be weighing me down. It'd be nice if there was a way to store some of this stuff, but it doesn't. might be some storage back to the ship, but didn't see.
Had your rations yet?
Unless you can add stuff back to containers, that'd be nice.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. Well, that's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Yeah. No. Yeah, map marker. Bastard. Keep wanting to go this way though. It needs to go in the other door. Yeah. What we'll do is run up here. We'll do this one here. Then we'll fast travel back. Hope this doesn't spawn all those robots. If it does, I'm gonna be. Okay, good. We're safe in our spot here. It's Friday. So, next let's turn that into there. You're hostile. A particularly awful thing. So the
Another day at the cannery.
the LMG slows you down walking.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to cross.
Here? That's right.
It's a fine new day in Edgewater. The cannery hums, streetlights and faces glow. I suppose this means the two of you were able to sort out the matter?
Make the better choice. Deserters moving to Adelaide.
I am somewhat taken aback by that, given the heat between her and Mr. Thompson. What deal did you strike with her, I wonder? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Yeah, I knew he was shady.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
So we've got a crazy reclusive engineer and a sort of not really a priest. Kind of sensing a theme here. With the literal theme in the background.
Understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field. Of course, I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied? It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bokonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think? Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Something you need?
I have both of them in my party now? Oh, that's awesome. Sawed-off shotgun and a staff. Interesting choice for a vicar. Hacking. Gonna go for health on both part. Better. Got 9. Probably get some of this. Shotgun, his shot. A little afraid you'll have to really get in close range for that. Doing this. Yeah, that's a priestly weapon right there.
So they're both in my party, looks like, still.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you done?
Okay, so got go to our ship, find the volumes in, collecting. Absolutely. You kind of want to go. Check out the cannery proper. It would see. Go there. Go ahead and save our game. Twice the speed, half the price. Adrena time. Get better you with Adrena time. Oh, this is landing. That is one of the places we go.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Oh. Captain's identified. Guard, a locked door, several locked doors. This would have given us access to fast travel while we're in. Once we repaired the ship. By the
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
You're some sort of freelancer?
short one shunt in there. There we go.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the Resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
No, you're not wrong, but I already killed them. Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanics.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
Orchestrating their uprising.
When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? cowering beneath your cot, or standing shoulder to shoulder with the Resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
I was going there anyway.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing. Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
Okay. Okay, so we got a workbench here. We'll use one more bypass. They looking? Nope. Nobody looking. Hi, guard. Weren't you, trolling earlier? Oh, that's not that. That's a bypass. I just need to get. Oh, sneak down in the heavy armor. Oh. Okay. Okay, now I need more mags. I think this had a mag thing in it. Bye. Mag. Still works. I wonder if I can get in the back this. Well. Hi, robot. Go back there for now. So, good to know. Having problems opening the door. Find a mag thing. Try. Are we right? There. So the mag things tend to just hanging around. Maybe it'll let me into the... It might let me in now that I've actually... proved my worth. Find a bit of water.
We got trouble.
Ew. Oh, the rabbit.
Everyone all right?
Okay, this wasn't a steel area. The only place there should be stuff to find would be inside Edgewater, because there's... We'll go see if we can find one more lockpick. There's supposed to be an office in the cannery. I haven't actually found the real cannery. Really weird. Plus all of this is the cannery, and obviously it is the cannery. Oh, that's right, there's another door over here. Alright, that opens up now. That up there. Trying to find the office.
Thanks for the follow.
If I can jump over there. Let's see, what do we got? We got lots of stuff. They're all steel, though. And I really... Ow. I should have double jumped. I was afraid I was gonna over. But you know, there it is. Upper Florida. That's a dead Sprats. Oh, named person. Bag pick. Owing to our hard work and positive attitude, I've sanctioned your assisted medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine for every worker. Wish I could treat every member of Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstance, worker. Buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death to our quarterlies. Sound fair to me? Was asked to prepare a statement on something from the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. Alright? Sure, sure. We'll go with that.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
That's her password.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
The closest living relative to his... This... do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
That might be where it is. The Office of Thompson also of infection have now reached critical mass for the old domicile into a sick house. Like it's a reality. River's not right. Systems. Get back to work. See, here's the thing. One of these is supposed to be a plant, terminal, into the cannery and left it off it. So there was the one that was in there. Some of these clues should probably go away now that they've already been. Put the volume of it into the cannery and left it in an office. So there's this office, obviously. Oh, there it is. Nice. Something over there, which I would probably have to steal from. Thing. Down. All right. So. Abernathy's in his residence. I haven't seen anybody yet. That's all the grave sites. Like, probably gonna. Go here and turn this one in. Hack into one of those doors, mate.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case?
Sure, yeah.
Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
That's funny. All right, let's up our lockpick. Weapons. Perk. Still sure. All right. Hello, soldier. Nothing to see here at all. Good. Okay, guess we're coming in here. Quickly.
You're an artist, Captain.
And everything in here is locked. Yeah, whatever, we broke in. This really did not seem worth all that work. I'm just saying. Oh, there's some. Okay, so I got that one I can't open. This one I can open. So why not?
Nice.
Still have to steal everything. So.
Hey! I saw... What do you think you're doing?
Oh, whoops. Did see me.
I don't have time for this. Move along.
Whoops. That was a really low level skill check though. That didn't take much work at all. He was pretty much just like, eh. Look around. Nothing to see here. In the toilet. Ah, good. It was behind the toilet. Secret weapon. I have a feeling, given how crazy Ludwig is, that it's not going to be that impressive.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant.
Been there.
Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Already got one.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Spacer's Choice are now revering. Probably getting really heavy now.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before.
Talking about. Let's go back to. I don't think we're gonna get the next one.
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us. With Reed gone, we're gonna need her leadership. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
So, found the second, you found the third. Reading in volume A, so that's the one we found. You found his father's old terminal. Log on the receptionist desk at the power plant and mentioned the repair bay. And the repair bay note said that it was in the pit, so we got the one in the pit. Oh, one's in the community center. Haven't attacked the center yet. Center was this building. That one was the one that you kill us. We're probably fine going there now. had to sneak. We'll go. Our game. I imagine the Marauders aren't much of a fight. Certainly were when we were armed. Not a full party. If I say that, I'm gonna die instantly. Alright, let's see what we got. A lot of enemies.
Got a fight on our hands.
Everyone all right?
Not sure why it switched back. Rifle, but fine. Yeah, I'm getting up. Okay, got all those. Our big guns out for a minute. I have a feeling that's not the bad guys we're gonna. Oh, it's an instance. Definitely, probably going. Done.
It's not the best choice. It's Caesar's choice.
I just. Oh, hold on. Doesn't weigh much.
It's not the
Got more helmets.
It's not the best.
Oh, that was 5. I have plenty of weapons to get, but I'd rather break them down. they do.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Who would like to die first?
Okay, that didn't work.
Everyone all right?
Much for being quiet. Did not work at all. Stealth kills, not a thing. You have to actually have to be crouched in order for stealth to work. I'm getting lots of armor parts, so maybe I'm so careful. Probably gonna have to end. Oh, hi there. Lots of toss ball cards. Don't seem to be part of like a collection. All right. Methodically searching this floor first. Just in. This door here. Oops. There's no friendly fire. I don't think. I actually thought I might have hurt one of my people once. Armor. Better helmet. Way out. Side. Sure. Level 30. Mobile, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for generations to come. And exhibit taxidermized manta queen erected within our main lobby. Alright, so my hacking isn't quite good in. 7. So if I so we got a key card here. That's a kind of a silly mechanic, but Tuna. When your trusty Spacer's Choice harvesters scoop up the corpses to be clean. Oh. They die after mating and scoop up the corpses. Primals. Okay, haven't seen any of those. Painteds. Coming soon, the Mantiqueen. Meaning they never killed the Mantiqueen. I'm sure will not be a problem at all. Card encoder in the lobby is back up and running, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we already did that. Lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget holding the development. It has to stop. Regarding request for one adult Mantiqueen, as you remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, quite a team highly skilled for you. I have to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice for our office, including the cost of the gravesite fees, as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, or dissolved, eaten, or digested, partly or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Allow me to offer you the opportunity at a 10% discount. Shotgun. Lock the door. Lock. Go. Get us in that door. Box open.
Easy.
And another key card, which we don't really need. Now we're overweight. A vending action. But we do have the medical. Experimental something. May come in handy at something. On. Key. Guiding. Terminal's dead. Dump some crap. Gonna have to dump some of these weapons. All these. Found one. That's maybe because the credits cost weight as well. Possibility. Okay, I should probably see. Sword looks a lot cooler. Really care about the damage? No. Cool. Alright, and we got extra armor. That's a nice arm. And now I'm overweight again. Yeah, the credits are actually more than the item. So, let's buy all of them. Sell all my junk. Someone's heavily. Take that instead of the sword. Them to do this instead of revolver. See how that works. That's fun. This is quite a bit of ammo, though. I got lots of ammo for now. Alright. that's where the volume's gonna be. Oh, it's marked on the map. I guess I just had to have it selected and I would have been finding these a lot easier. Oh well. A little late, but probably gonna be some bad guys out here. There's the now we've got the additional medical stuff. Turn if the barber can. Got fast travel set up for there too now, so that's good. Plus, we're almost ready to finish off this planet, I think.
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us. With Reed gone, we're gonna need her leadership. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. What's on your mind?
Alright. So I haven't seen any other bad guys. Nearly 8 hours in. So we've got this here, we've got this. Let's back here.
What can I do for you? Go ahead.
Not himself. The bad company's gonna call it for what it is, destruction of space with property. Dean was a bad map set. MSK's body price. We already did Eugene. It's gonna ruin us. On office has a set of processing his body right. Wow. Okay. Well, Well, maybe I don't feel so bad now.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Hi. There's only one guy who I don't... feeling under the weather and... Track this. There it is.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson
Since
send
we're
you?
almost done with this question.
Well, you
anyway.
tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me
I was
that.
like, just pay me.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center.
I knew
Powerful
I'd need
stuff.
that.
Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
This medicine?
You've been there already? And you ain't been ground down into marauder meat? Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
Quite a bit of XP. I don't need any more again. Level 7! Cool. Alright, so at least that by doing that quest, get the other quest allowed me to complete that one. That's done with everything on this planet, unless they send us back. I mean, there is supposedly some full monster thing that they couldn't fight off, but maybe we'll help with that. Maybe
Things are changing around the Vale. Don't matter much to me, though. Graves still need filling. Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Alright, so that leaves us with got some leveling up. Or persuade all the way up to 50. Especially. Powered targets. What does that have to do with spade? Interesting. Okay, never. perks there. Got that one. Got the guy who ran away. I don't think he actually got one side quest that we did. I just don't know. I haven't seen any other marauders. Where not very many. We'll just go to our ship. See where the story takes us. Probably call it for the night.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
We got him a new engine. Fine.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Have you long at me?
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I got a captain. Okay, let's see.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Sure.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Yep. Feeling I should save right. It's gonna happen, but like, horrible might. Pick it anywhere. The ship works. Yeah, ship. Yeah, get out of my way. Can't really drop that far.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Hold on. Let's break this one. Um. Oh. Ready to take off?
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Maybe we'll be able to take off. Install odds, the Unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Right, perfectly.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
All right, and that is where we are going to call it. We are off the lovely planet of Halcyon. Or just whatever. Halcyon is Anyway, we are off that planet. We've got a ship, we've got a crew, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So we are good to get started. Adventure. So yeah, from there, where we will end up going. Yeah, so probably keep playing this next week because I'm having fun with it. Might play something else next week as well. Other games that I can't play, but I'm kind of don't want to kill any momentum, so upward. But yeah, so watching. And we'll go ahead and raid up over here. So I will see you all later. Thanks for watching.